This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports, since 1999, the sports voice of the Carlisle Indians, the Central Cougars, the Mater Dei Knights, and the Westland Warriors, presents Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7. Talkin' Sports is powered by Hoffman Supermarket, the only choice for quality meats and friendly service. Talkin' Sports is brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Diane Chevrolet in Trenton. McKendree University in Lebanon. Ideal Home Solutions in Trenton. Farmers State Bank Insurance Department in Hoffman. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers, with locations in Breeze and Highland, and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Here's the host of Talkin' Sports, Rip Nottmeyer.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Talkin' Sports. Rip here in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio. Let's flash ahead, and we'll do that in a bit with Aviston Aces baseball manager Ryan Cooper. And then later on from the world of softball, it's Central Cougars coach Gigi Corman. And as always, on Wednesday, we have the Easy on Travel Sports Flashback. It features Central Hoops coach Nathan Reeder. But right now, we dig into the Tucker Electric guest line for scores and stuff, which is brought to you by Isaac Auto Body in Carlisle. See them for 24-hour towing and collision repair. And on that Tucker Electric guest line, well, from Troy, Carlisle native Gary Gustafson. Gus, welcome back.
How you doing, young man? Or Mike Matheny?
The young man, I'm still working on that one. I only wish on that. But, yeah, rough day for the Redbirds again. I mostly listened to it, and they dropped, they're second in a row to the Royals. KC scored 3 in the 10th, and they tracked down the Birds 5-2. Drew Butera had the key, hit a 2-run single. Man, he hit a shot past Carpenter at second, and so KC wins 2 of 3. That might have, I don't know, they haven't won many series, maybe 2 all year, really.
Well,
but,
they
it's
now
more than
have
2 games anyway.
wins, right?
What's that, Gus?
KC now has 16 wins.
16 wins,
Compliment
sounds
of
right.
the Birds.
Yes, indeed. You know, there's always a fallout, but their pitching is just, it's either gone or gone south. They still have a pretty decent lineup. But, in fact, that Herrera, as a closer, but they rarely get to. He has 10 saves already, Gus, and I saw the end of he really looks sharp, man.
You know, he's been good for a few years,
Yeah.
Rip. But like you said, they're having a tough time getting to him this year. But you know, like I always say, Rip.
What is
every
that?
team in baseball is going to win 60 games. They're going to lose 60 games, and it's the teams that come out with the best record with the remaining 62 games that decides who your winners are going to be.
I know,
right?
I know, and that was pretty much
year.
the Whitey Herzog theory.
Yep, it's been like that for years. So
you got it.
I don't get too wrapped up in until July. Although I do question what Mike Matheny's doing in his dugout, I question what Joe Madden's doing in his dugout. But you know what? It's early until July.
Yeah, but of course they all count. Every game counts. So you gotta. And the old adage again too is that whatever games you can win in April and May, you don't have to win in late September, early October. But it is a long season. It's all gonna shake out, won't it?
Well, you certainly can't win in April and May, but you
can
can lose everything in April and May.
Wcxo was good again for 6 2/3, 4 hits and an earned run. That was it. Norris did give it up today. He pitched 1. Well, he went into the next inning, the 10th, and wasn't. He's kind of shaky there, but Oh yeah, we had a no-show today, Gus.
Yeah, I heard Mr. Ozuna had a little late arrival, huh?
Yeah, well, he's only been in St. Louis about a month and a half, 2 months. Apparently, he finally saw Jay. That's my guess.
I'm not going there.
Not anymore.
For a long time.
I didn't see him there. I have no other word on that, but it sure does happen. But you cannot do that. And he sat today, especially since he hasn't been. He's been a nice player, but he hasn't been what we bought and paid for as of yet.
I agree with you there. He's been a nice addition. Yeah, and I think he's a pretty good presence in the clubhouse until maybe this little snafu. But it's probably something that a lot of others haven't. They've probably done it also.
But you have to show. You have to show up, man. And
yeah, you do.
You got to be there. So he was left
you're
out of
making that kind of dollars.
Yeah, and either which way. But anyway, the Redbirds lost, and that was after the defeat last night. Luke Weaver did pretty well, gave up a couple of bombs, though. Hamill looked pretty large last night for him, Gus, for the Royals.
Yeah, he's kind of a mystery man. He was with the Cubs anyway. But when he's on, he's like everybody else. When he's on, he's really on. So
just doesn't happen enough, huh?
No, it doesn't. And then you got same on the other side of the coin. And when they're not on, they're not on.
Really off. What I really liked before Monday and Sunday, it was old time baseball. On Sunday, Flaherty, I don't know if they lost the clicker or what, but he went 120 pitches. And he just zoomed through. He was really outstanding. And then Monday, a complete game shutout. A complete game shutout by Miles Michaelis. I really enjoyed the parade they threw for him yesterday afternoon in St. Louis. I went downtown for that. I mean, that's like that's a perfect game. That's winning the World Series anymore.
You just don't see complete games anymore, do you, Rick?
Let alone a complete game shutout.
With the major investment they have in these pitchers today,
I still don't fall for that.
It's 100 pitches, and go take your shower.
I still don't go for that, no matter what.
No, I understand.
It doesn't plus 100 pitches doesn't do a thing. That's just some arbitrary junk. One guy does it, and they all do it.
Yeah, they're scared. People. Major league teams are just scared to death that elbows and shoulders are going to blow, and when they see these pitchers throwing 105 miles an hour,
Jordan Hicks,
I'm telling you, Rip, he only reached
101 or 102 today. I don't know about these this gun Statcast and all that though. I know he throws hard, but
he gets that fastball command. He is your closer right there. Once he matures.
You know what he did today? He threw this breaking ball for 86, and that's how he got to, I believe, 2 strikeouts. I mean, that when he learns that, when he mixes that in, he should be really tough to trigger.
That's what I'm saying. Once he gets his command consistently, he's your closer. You got Reyes coming back for your starting rotation. I would think.
Looking forward to him. He might be back. Sounds like the end of the month now.
Well, your second half. I think the Cardinal organization is going to be pretty exciting. The second half, I really do.
And they're sitting
right there in a good position now.
That whole division, Gus. I mean, Milwaukee, who won again today, they just rubbed out Zona 9-2. Man, the D-backs have fallen off the map.
Yeah, they've lost 6 or 7 in a row, haven't they? Or 6 out of 9, or 6 out of 8, or something like that.
They're just a game above 500 now, and I don't know what Paul Goldschmidt had. Speaking of guys who. What's he hitting? 150, 160? I don't know.
He and Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo's in the same boat. Rizzo, he just finally got off of the interstate and found his way above the Mendoza mark. I think he's 212, 213, something like that.
Oh, he's way above. Carpenter just hit a notch above, but now he's slid back. He was 0 for 4 again today. Tommy Pham 0 for 5. But Milwaukee, they're playing very, very well. I didn't really know. I knew they'd be a good team, but I didn't know about their pitching. So maybe it's better.
Their outfield addition, is helped them a lot with Yelich and who's the other outfielder they got in the offseason? I know his name escapes me now.
No, I'm with you. I only remember Yelich, but they got another guy really, really good too. And Braun's even out for him now on the DL.
Yeah, I've seen that. So
Detroit won today over Minnesota. Houston won. Yeah, go ahead.
That whole division, the National League Central, it's gonna be a dogfight all the way to the end.
It really will. It really will. I went with the Cubbies, and I went with the Cardinals to win 89 games, mainly because of Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Pittsburgh, though, is fooling everybody right now, hanging tough.
Yeah, but, Pittsburgh has kind of surprised some folks, including me. I mean, they're a good young ball club. When they let Garrett Cole walk away. I mean, it's like, they got some talent for him. And it's talent that's going to be playing in the next year or so.
I'm a fan of their skipper, so I actually hope they do well. Your Cubbies play tonight against the Tribe again. Congratulations to you, Darvish. He finally got a win the other night. Huh?
Yeah. Darvish is. If we were talking basketball terminology, he's what I call very soft.
Very soft. I believe that very much.
He's very soft, both mentally and physically. But hey, we got this new pitcher that we're thinking about trading for, this Machado kid from Baltimore.
Yeah, who are you gonna?
He does pitch, doesn't he, Rip?
Yeah, of course.
I
don't know. I wouldn't.
Everybody in Chicago wants us to trade for Machado, and he's not a pitcher. We don't need Machado for 3 months and give 3 or 4 prospects for him.
Well, tons of people in St. Louis want the Cardinals to go after him too, and I would not do that.
Well, don't give up your talent.
I know.
Just go ahead and write the check at the end of the season.
Yeah, all that pitching you have stacked away, it can go in a hurry.
Yeah,
through a trade, through injury, through guys that just don't pan out. That's the history of baseball.
We gave up a kid in the Jose Quintana trade with the White Sox. Everybody has got their sights on Eloy Jimenez, but this kid by the name of Dylan Cease, he was involved in that trade, Rip, and he's 5'0" and throws 102. Yeah, he's a talent now. He's going to be the dark horse of that trade.
Oh, you love those. You love those guys that come through that you really, those throw-ins or whatever to do well. That's what's great. Hey, I'm still
Ryan Sandberg a throw-in?
Ryan Sandberg. He turned out pretty good. I will say that. Yeah.
He was okay.
Shohei Ohtani, I've become kind of fascinated with this pitcher, DH. Almost a complete two-way. He could play the outfield if they play him out there, all right? But he's hitting well. He's pitching well. He's the real deal.
And they tell me he can run some, too.
Yep. He's
got pretty good speed.
He is an athlete. Over 300, 6 homers, 17 RBIs. It's just around 90 at-bats. 4-1 with a 3.35 ERA. Forget the Ks. Everybody's striking out everybody. Those records need to be expunged, too, now. If you don't strike out 12 a game, you're worthless.
People adjusting to the launch angle, Rip.
The launch angle. You bet. Man, you bet. But really, everybody strikes out 8 to 10 to 12 times a game. It's silly. It's just, it's not uncommon to see the side struck out 2 or 3 times a game.
I know it. I know.
That's just happened over the last year and a half, 2 years. But when I get home, I'm going to turn on and find hockey wherever it's at because it's Game 7. And I'm hoping for an overtime victory at that by the Lightning because I hate the Capitals. But Game 7s are unbelievable in hockey. In every sport.
Yeah, they are. They are. The hockey playoffs are very exciting. Oh. And, you get the Capitals and the Lightning in the East, I guess. And,
right.
and Vegas Golden Knights and
Vegas won. Vegas beat the Jets. So,
Vegas is going to the Cup, staying in the final, right?
Yeah, and that's one tremendous story. Although, and it's not because I was against Vegas or anything. I was actually pulling for the Jets and Winnipeg and Canada. Winnipeg had that team stolen from them years ago. They should have never lost it, and they got it back. And those crowds up there and it's for real it is hockey town. And so I was actually siding with them, but I'm fine with Vegas and all. It's
I'll never forget. My wife and I were my wife and I were in Canada when Vancouver was in the Stanley Cup.
Wow,
You talked about an exciting time when we were up there. That's true hockey.
That is
right up there. They love their hockey.
That is, and that's I was with they always have the whiteouts there. The whole community, the whole province, just the whole nation was going nuts. So the NBA, that marches on too. It's game 5 tonight in Boston as the Celtics and Cleveland are deadlocked at 2. Same thing with Golden State and Houston. So they're going to go on for a while longer.
I'm kind of pulling for Boston, and
me too.
You know, I had Jason Tatum a number of times when he was in high school, and you could tell it then, Rip. He was the real deal, and you know, about a year and a half ago, he was graduating.
Doesn't seem possible, because I don't know if anybody thought he'd be this tremendous, and especially he's one of the 2 guys carrying the team with Irving out and Hayward. My goodness. Yep. Jordan Goodwin has re-enrolled at SLU, Gus.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Jordan Goodwin, he's back at SLU.
Yes, I read that yesterday where he's back.
For better or worse.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
You know, because SLU's going to need him.
Oh, they will.
And they have the DeAndre Gordon kid coming in, too, from Webster Groves. He'll be a freshman next year, and he's a talent.
Well, I like to see SLU do well. SLU, SIU, Illinois, all that. I get a kick out of Mizzou losing, all the time. I don't necessarily hate them, but I have more fun when they lose.
We called the Michael Porter thing, right? One and done.
And Jay, his brother still might go too. He could.
I had
he had a great year.
Yeah, Jonte did. Yeah, Michael played in 2 games, I think.
Yes, he did. 1 game in 2 minutes.
We had him.
He played a couple at the end, I guess.
We had him in high school when they played the Highland Shootout for Father Tolton out of Kansas City area. And that night, Jonte was the far better player over Michael that night.
Wow.
And I thought, my God, the younger kid is just as good, if not better, than Michael.
Yeah, he should have been a senior this year in high school. I don't know what his actual age is, but, I mean, he did that, jumped ahead.
Declassification. They declassified and
reclassified. When did this reclassification garbage start?
Well, it's been there for a while, Rick, but there's not been very many people, do it. And, if you think about it, I mean, you got to be physically prepared. You got to be mentally prepared. And, we've got some pretty good athletes around the Metro East area here that go into their first year at D1 basketball, and especially in the Big Ten and the Big 12. I mean, those are the best of the best, and,
right.
You can be a high school all-star or all-stater or whatever, and you get your first year in college, and it's like everybody's that good, if not better.
There's always somebody bigger, stronger, faster. Oh man,
absolutely.
The NFL owners. Did you hear about this? They have a new anthem policy. Here's the basics of it, Gus. They're going to require the players to stand if they're on the field, but they can stay back in the locker room if they want, because they want to be sensitive towards their feelings and their needs. So this is a worthless thing. It's another cop out by the owners, another cowardly move. It's shameful.
It's terrible. And my son Jeff, and Jeff was a Marine, or I guess he still is a Marine. They're always a Marine.
Once a Marine, right?
Marine. And he just doesn't understand. And he goes, they just need to trade helmets and trade uniforms for a little bit, and
change.
Then they'd have a change of heart and a change in their mind.
Well, here's if it were up to me, here's what I would do. Whenever it occurred, they would get suspended for 16 regular season games and then miss the playoffs within that time frame or after, and that's without pay. And if they come back and did it again, goodbye. You're out. We'll see how many people hate America after that. And I don't know with collective bargaining how that would all work, but I know one thing: any individual team can cut anybody they want, and that's been proven already too. So if this doesn't work on an overall basis, if I'm the owner of the Arizona Cardinals and I don't, for whatever reason, I cut the guy. I don't need a reason. You don't need a reason to cut a guy.
All you got to do is fine him for one game and suspend him for one game. If it happens again, you fine him another amount and suspend him for 2 games. I mean, how long will it take before they get the message?
They'd get it in a hurry if I were in charge. They really would.
The NFL Players Association, I mean, that's, something's got to get straightened out.
It's not gonna. This won't do anything because the owners are even going to pay the fines. The players won't even get fined unless the teams want to, and they're not going to do it. So it's an absolute joke.
Then I was going to say then when these kids go into the draft pool coming out of college, why are these NFL teams spending so much time on background checks and character issues and what the hell?
It's such a game, a bad game of sorts. Anyway. All right, Gus. Anything else? Who's pitching for the Cubs tonight? Did we?
We got John Lester tonight.
Lester. Okay. 6 innings.
Johnny.
6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs.
That's a John Lester.
And then off to Murphy's. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And then off to Murphy's or Bernie's or Jack Brickhouse's. Not that I've been to any of those places, but I know where they're at.
Wait a minute. What's Jack Brickhouse's? Which is that? Which place?
The Brickhouse is brand new.
Oh, okay.
It's right outside the ballpark, and it's a heck of a place.
Wow. Well, I haven't been up for a while, so okay.
And then the Zachary Hotel is open right across the street on Clark.
Handy,
and
cozy. That's nice.
I haven't been yet, but I'm going up in into July, and then I'm going back up in August also.
Okay. All right. Gus, thanks for coming on. We'll see you probably at Busch, if not sooner, at some point.
All right, man.
We had good seats a month ago, huh? 2-3 weeks ago, whenever that was.
They were okay, weren't they?
Yeah. You guys were giving lineup advice to Madden, and then the couple of the lawyers were with us. They were giving, of course, attorney advice. It's pretty neat how that worked out. But the Cardinals still won, so I'm sorry.
when I sit with Snake, it's kind of funny when Madden turns around and looks at us and just shakes his head.
Yeah, he looks familiar.
He's seen Snake all over the country, I think.
Crazy. All right, appreciate it, Gus.
Have a good one, Rip.
That's Gus on Scores and Stuff. And he and Scores and Stuff, of course, brought to you by Isaac Auto Body in Carlisle. See them for 24-hour towing and collision repair. Straight ahead, Ryan Cooper, GG Corman. Just like saying that. And the Sports Flashback, too. Stay with us. If you're looking for Nissan quality, be sure to check out what Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia has to offer. Munkin's has the entire field covered with a great lineup of Nissans, including Maximas, Altimas, and Sentras, SUVs and crossovers, and Titan and Frontier trucks. And you can relax when you shop Munkin's because you know you're getting the better deal every time, along with terrific service after the sale. For your Nissan, log on to Munkin1.com, or better yet, visit Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in person, Route 161 West in Centralia. Farmers State Bank is dedicated to the communities they serve. They've been making home loans for over 100 years. They are and will continue to be a strong, steady, common-sense leader that's always focused on what's best for you and the community. And remember, Farmers State Bank has loan professionals standing by to assist you in making the right decision for your needs. That's Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. An equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 404955. Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlisle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports.
Southern Bus and Mobility is your Brawnability dealer in Breeze. Brawnability features the broadest lineup of wheelchair-accessible vehicles with more brands, entry types, features, and price points than any other manufacturer in the industry. See for yourself at Southern Bus and Mobility why a new or certified pre-owned wheelchair-accessible Brawnability vehicle is the only way to go. Call 526-4131 or stop by just east of Breeze on Old Route 50.
Flying in the face of conventional wisdom.
There's no rules and no laws and lots of litter.
Every day.
This is Max 96.7.
Welcome back, everybody. Rip here in the Corral Meat Market Studio for the midweek edition of Talkin Sports. Let's tangle with the Tucker Electric guest line. Off we go for the new Aviston Aces manager, Ryan Cooper. Ryan, welcome to Talkin Sports.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad you're on, and you're close, man. You're just a few days away from your debut now as a CCL manager. I suppose you are ready to roll.
Oh, yeah, we're pretty excited over here in Aviston.
Yeah, as always, good baseball country, the whole county. That's what's great about this league. And you replaced Dennis Rocker. Is he going to coach the Aviston Express now, the Legion team? Back to that, or?
Yeah, there was a little situation that went down that there was an opening, and Dennis, he took it over. So he's going to try to keep that Senior Legion team going pretty well. It's been pretty solid for the so hopefully Dennis can keep it going.
Okay, he's been involved. Rocky's been involved a long, long time, hasn't he, in baseball at whatever level, as a player, coach, manager, GM, you name it, huh?
Oh yeah, as long as I can remember. I mean, he's been my coach since I was in kindergarten. So, growing up under Rocky, you learn a lot about the game. So, it's good for the Senior Legion program.
You're a youngster, aren't you, Ryan? How old are you?
20 years old, and 21 in October.
Really?
Yes, sir.
With 20. My goodness. Oh man. Now, why did you want this managerial job, or did you get nominated for it? How'd that work? Did you get appointed, or did you volunteer?
Well, I know Dennis kind of wanted to get away from it a little bit and kind of pass it on to the young guys. And I've been coaching. I've been the assistant coach over at Aviston Grade School for the past 2 years, and won 2 state championships. So thought, might as well take it over with the big boys,
All right.
Get foot in the door.
Yeah. So a couple of state championships.
Yes, sir.
Did you go back to back?
Yeah, back to back. Last year we had a crew that, or the year before that, we had a crew that was very, very solid, and everybody knew it was going to be a big run for us. And, we made it happen in a big time series. And then the year after, we had a bunch of returning 7th, now 8th graders that, target was on their back, and they stepped up and won another one. So it was a good time.
Yeah, that's when it's tough to do that second time around.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Those youngsters are now filtering into high school. So
mm-hmm.
I guess that's Central and Modern Day. But yeah, Dennis Rockers did. He led the Aces to the CCL championship last year, and that was a blast, right? You were playing for him then, Ryan?
Oh yeah, I was there. I tried to be there every week. I was helping him out, being first base coach, whatever he needed, and that was one of my best summers I've ever had. It was a great time.
Nothing beats winning, huh?
No, you're right about that.
And now you were used to that after those great days at the junior high program there too, back-to-back championships. But that series was really good. Again, it was sharp but competitive, man, against the Germantown Reds. You played 2 games, as it turned out, and you won 2-0. But they were it was just good baseball.
Oh, Germantown's a very good program. I mean, they've been around the championship for the past 5 years. They've been playing pretty dang well, and beating them up pretty. I mean, that was two very close games, and it was just very good baseball, as you said, and our guys loved it.
And surprisingly, and we had I guess coming up this Saturday, it would have been about 2 weeks ago when we had the commish Ken Hazelhorst on, and we had Rick Sherman on last year, but it's still been now since 1969 since they copped a title, which is hard to believe. They had some lean years there, back big time now, and they are the only team in Clinton County to have played every year in the league since it began, and this is the 74th year now. So that's another feather in their cap.
Oh yeah, it is. Like I said, Clinton County being a great baseball county, and then Germantown being a almost even better baseball town. They're going to be knocking at the door for the next 10 years, hopefully.
Yeah,
a very competitive team, and
the atmospheres were great at each ballpark as they were the year before.
Oh, yes.
And Germantown really wanted to put on a show, and they did, since they hadn't been there for so long, and then 2 consecutive. But that's what makes it. And the Aces, that was the first title won in since 2008, huh?
I think you're right with 2008. Yeah. So I mean, we haven't been there in a while, and we had a little rough patch on the way here and over the past few years, but we're back to winning championships. It's great over here.
Yeah, before that little scuffle, it seems like, and there were others in there, I know, but I know you and the Centralia Buds were really doing battle for a while too for that, and always Bartelzo, of course.
Oh yeah, Bartelzo's always going to be there.
Yeah. So now, are you going to be the player manager this season?
Yeah, player manager. I got myself on the roster. Like I said, I'm only 20 years old. It's not going to coaching ain't going to keep me away from it.
That's right.
So.
No, I don't blame you. And I'd start and I'd lead off and so forth. Get plenty of at bats. What can they say, Ryan? You're in charge.
Yeah, I know exactly. It's my way or get off, right?
Exactly.
No,
my way or the highway. That's the way you go in.
Yeah.
You bet. The team, do you have most everybody back?
Yeah, we got a very, very good showing this year. We're trying to make it so, trying to bring it back to the old days where the town is mostly Avison guys.
Nice. If you can do it, yeah.
We brought Mitchell Rule back. He played a Breeze last year. He came off a pretty rough arm injury, but he said he's ready to pitch again. We got Carter Trong, also from Avison, Dakota Auer, Will Rockers. And then we got guys like Jake Hensler and the Lake brothers, Austin Rockers, Brady Rockers. We're pretty set. Lucas Dimeke, who's been here for forever. So I mean, we're pretty solid up and down. Youth,
just like you, Ryan. I guess one or two are younger than you even, but that's great. And that's the way, as you know, through your dad. And it just doesn't work like that too often anymore, but that's the way it was back in those good old days, Ryan, when Carlisle, it was mostly guys, for instance, that went to Carlisle High School or from the area, and that's what made it was so competitive between the towns and the fans until after the game. Then it was all big one happy family to a degree. But,
exactly.
But so who's going to head up your pitching staff?
Like I said, Mitchell's coming over, and he's got week one. And down the committee, we got, Ty Grodefent said, he still wants to be here, but he's going to be a little bit more part-time since he's in the working world now. And we got Carter Trong. Dimeke's even going to do some pitching for us. We were hoping to have Nolan Rubbin coming off a leg injury, but he ended up having an arm injury over at KC and is only outing out there.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
he'll be sidelined for the year, but, it'll be good to have him there. But, yeah, the pitching situation looks pretty good. We're pretty deep, pretty young. We got Dylan Wilson on the roster as well, who was pretty big in our playoffs last year.
Sure was.
So, I mean, Austin Lake's still here too. So, like I said, we're solid.
You are. You're set. You really are. And you had to bye the first week, and then this Sunday we'll play the Trenton Miners. Oh, hey, they're going to be out for bear, man. They lost 1-0 to Bartelzo. What an amazing game that must have been.
Oh, I was there. It was,
Were you?
It was a good old pitching duel. Neither team could have. They hit balls hard. They're just right at guys.
You were scouting too, huh, Ryan?
I was doing a little scouting. I guess.
Man, they don't pay you enough. You need an agent.
I know it.
I need to help you out. Okay. And then Centralia beat Breeze 6-2, and the veterans came through there. Freck and Session. Yeah, Schaefer and Peppenhorst. Young Pep, Kurt, they were on the hill for the Barts there in game one. But the league's going to be really good again, and 7-team league. Top four make the playoffs, no changes. And are you all right with that?
Oh, yeah.
Prefer 8 teams.
All right with that,
Yeah, I want 7 solid. Yeah, I want 7 solid if necessary. And,
right, exactly. You don't want that. You don't want the one team to be washed out or anything like that. Keep it pure throughout.
The buys are not all bad, actually, either. It gives a chance for somebody to get away for a week or so with a little planning. Yeah. So next Sunday, and then you're at home against, oh my goodness, the Germantown Reds. That's when you'll raise your banner, that championship banner on June 3rd.
That should, like I said, that should be a pretty good day. That should be a big day. opening day against Germantown. It should be pretty crazy out there.
I wonder how that didn't happen by accident, did it? This
No, I
commissioner,
don't
Ken
think so.
Hazelhorse, he's pretty sly, ain't he? He's pretty slick.
Yeah, he likes sneaking that kind of stuff in there.
There was no accident there at all. Or maybe you could have Miss Clinton County out there riding around on a horse again, or however it was last year. I can't remember in the championship series, but it'll be good. It'll be all good. Now there is one problem though. I see here, Ryan, with you as the manager now, player manager. I know, but your dad, Mike Cooper, he's pretty much the umpire in chief, correct?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's who hires the umpires and everything like that.
Yeah, so I suppose we're going to see a lot of conflict, right? And a lot of protests.
I would honestly think he would hire people to go against him. So, if anything,
probably so. It's just like when
he's been my coach for forever. So it's going to be the same way.
That's the thing. When
he's
my
going to be harder on me than anybody else.
Right, exactly. That's what I was going to. That it goes that trends that way quite a bit. But all right, Ryan, we appreciate you coming on tonight and have a terrific rookie season as manager again. What you got, a 1-year deal, 5-year deal, or what?
Oh, we'll see how it goes. I think we're going to go 1 year, and then we'll see how it goes afterwards.
Well, if you win the championship again, look me up for sure, because you'll deserve at least 3 or 4 years. And actually bucks up front, too.
Oh, I know it. I know it.
There's the money out there in Aviston to pay this guy. All right, thank you much.
Yep, thanks a lot for having me.
All right, Ryan Cooper of the Aviston Aces. We got to draw another blank here when we return. It's the Sports Flashback. Stay tuned.
Companies are hiring again. That's good news. Bad news, you don't have the skills they're looking for. Kaskaskia College can fix that. KC's welding technology program can set you up with the skills industries are looking for. More good news, classes are available at KC's Trenton Center or Crisp Technology Center. Call Sean Morris at 545-3406. The demand is there, the pay is there. Where are you? Kaskaskia College, your future starts here.
Insuring your home and auto with Pekin Insurance equals a sizable discount. Farmers State Bank Insurance Department may save you as much as 30% on homeowners premiums and up to 15% on auto premiums if you insure both with Pekin Insurance. Call Farmers State Bank Insurance Department at 495-2965 for details about multi-policy discounts and learn what beyond the expected coverage and savings are all about.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, may go down in value.
When's the last time you had your eyes checked? Schedule an eye exam today at Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center. I'm Dr. Claire Thorpe-Klinsky, and if it's been more than a year, you might need a new prescription. If you use a computer regularly or are suffering from allergies, those both can be causes of eye strain or fatigue. Schedule a complete eye health exam today to find out if your eyes are healthy. We may be able to detect glaucoma and other eye diseases early. At Breeze Family Vision and Lebanon Optometric Center, we examine more than just your vision.
Is the all-new Chevy Silverado the right truck for you? Hi, Colby Voss at K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle. The all-new Chevy Silverado has the comfort and conveniences you expect from a Chevy, plus the performance and handling you need. We have several new trucks to choose from, and if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Stop by K&J Chevrolet and drive a Silverado and see for yourself what a tremendous value we offer and what the hype is all about. K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle, just west of town on Old Route 50. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Scientists say the universe is random.
Why should your radio station be any different?
You've got Max 96.7.
Certainly do. You also have Rip and Talking Sports. And we are in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio where your time is 6:39. Let's not waste it. We never do. How about the Sports Flashback?
It's Flashback.
Get ready to flash back with the Easy In Travel Sports Flashback. Escape to paradise with Easy In Travel and Breeze. Call 526-2201.
Thank you, Mel. This is from March 10th of this year at Central Cougars basketball coach, the girls coach, Nathan Reeder on their voyage to the 3A state tournament. Well, it wasn't successful in terms of wins, but a lot of credit goes to you and the team in the 3A state tournament, especially the way you showed up. You showed up and played very well in that third place game.
Yeah, it was, overall, obviously, we were disappointed with our finish. We certainly didn't want to go up there and lose both games. But that being said, I talked to the girls before that third place game. I said, if somebody would have came to you at the beginning of the year and told you that you're going to be playing, in the last day of the season for third place in the state 3A with 29 wins, you would have taken that, and I think they all agreed with me. And obviously we didn't finish out the way we wanted to, but I thought we certainly played very well for the most part on Saturday, and made a strong showing for our squad and for Southern Illinois.
McKendree University is a great place to continue your sports career. It's also a great place to continue your education. McKendree offers a wide range of degrees, including master's degrees in business, nursing, education, and professional counseling. If you'd like, you can access McKendree's quality education through the flexibility of online degrees. To learn more about McKendree, log on to McKendreeOnline.com or call 1-800-BEARCAT. McKendree University is ready when you are.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
Listen to this incredible Mastercraft deal from Best One Tire and Service. Buy 3 select Mastercraft tires and get the 4th tire free. You heard right. Buy 3 select Mastercraft tires and the 4th tire is free. Includes the popular LSR Grand Touring, Corsair HSX Tour, and Mastercraft SRT Touring. Plus, fill out a Best One credit card app and get an oil change for just $19.95. Best One Tire and Service, 13912 Best One Drive in Breeze.
Mastercraft buy 3 get 1 free offer requires installation of Best One 1995 oil changes with Valvoline conventional oil up to 5 quarts. Oil disposal fee extra. See store for complete details.
Improve your vehicle's performance, extend its lifetime, and maintain resale value with the spring service special from Best One Tire and Service. Just $49.95 gets you a full service oil change, lubrication and filter, belts and hoses checked, battery and charging system checked, fluids checked and filled, new front wiper blades on most vehicles, a tread inspection and tire rotation, all for only $49.95. Make sure your vehicle is ready for spring and summer with Best One Tire and Service. 13912 Best One Drive in Breeze.
What were we thinking when we designed the station? I'll tell you. We were thinking it takes all sorts to make a world.
Max 96.7.
It's good to have you aboard, hopefully for the entire show, or welcome if you're just joining us. If you get in late or you missed the show entirely, whatever, all these shows are aired on a delayed basis at riptalkinsports.com, riptalkinsports.com. That's my website. They're also at Wcxo967.com. You can locate them there too, okay? Let's see. Cars, trucks, SUVs. Yes. That leads us to Diane Chevrolet in Trenton. They've got it. They've got your next pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, and at the right price. That's a good bonus. And all those pre-owned vehicles pass a very thorough inspection. Most come with Diane's exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty at no cost to you. Look up your consultant. I know for sure we've got Dwayne, Nikki, Dave, and Nathan. Go by there, or at least call them, and then go by. 224-9200, 224-9200. They'll get you in your dream car behind that wheel of one. And you can also shop or schedule service at DianeChevrolet.com. Diane Chevrolet is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Speaking of Trenton, Western Warriors football coach he's leaving. Rick Johns is on his way to Jerseyville. That's what those reports say. In fact, I just shot him a text, and he's due to be on with us Saturday morning between 9 and 10. And if it works out, hopefully it will, we'll also tee up Quincy Hawks baseball player Carlisle's own Matt Hilmes. He had a really fantastic season, as did the Hawks. That's Saturday morning, 9 to 10. We're dealing with the present. And after this timeout, it's Gigi Corman of the Central Cougars softball team.
Planning a remodel or building a new home? Ideal Home Solutions in Trenton can get you started. Ideal Home Solutions has quartz, granite, solid surface, and laminate, with granite starting at just $49 per square foot. Ideal Home Solutions proudly sells Haas cabinets and specializes in custom showers, any size to fit your space. From tubs, whirlpools, vanity tops, windowsills, you're covered. Schedule a free in-home estimate today, 224-2500, or see their showroom at 102 West Broadway in Trenton.
Even the best drivers have an occasional mishap. From fender benders to serious auto accidents, Beacon Insurance and your local agency, Benhoff Insurance in Breeze and Trenton, keep you protected with an auto insurance policy that covers a wide range of mishaps. And you'll save money too with multi-car and multi-policy discounts, as well as good student, hybrid auto, and mature driver savings opportunities. Find out more about an affordable auto policy from Beacon Insurance. Call Benhoff Insurance in Breeze and Trenton at 526-4888.
This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports is brought to you by the Benhoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, St. Joseph Hospital Breeze, Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman and Hardy's locations in Breeze and Carlisle, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial Representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and Area CC Food Marts. WCXO Sports since 1999. The sports voice of the Carlisle Indians, the Central Cougars, the Modern Day Knights, the Westland Warriors, and now the Christ Our Rock Silver Stallions.
Remember what it was like to expect the unexpected?
I never realized it was so complex.
Guess what? The feeling's back.
You're on Max.
Welcome back one more time. Rip here in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio, trailing Gus, Gary Gustafson, and Ryan Cooper. We jolt the Tucker Electric guest line again, this time for Central softball coach Gigi Corman. Gigi, welcome back.
Hi, Rip. How are you?
I'm doing all right, and I know you are too, but you're really, really busy. Where are you tonight? You had it's basketball camp week as well for you, so man, you're a busy girl.
Yeah, we have camp here in Bartelso Tuesday through Friday in the mornings.
Oh, okay. Developing some more young stars, right?
Oh, trying.
Yeah, you are. It's been showing that way. So, as far as the softball, which is our main issue tonight, I'm sorry to see your season end. It did come to a halt last night. The KZ Warriors shut your Cougars out 6-0 in the 2A KZ sectional. You must have faced a really, really good pitcher.
Yeah, I went to watch her the night before, and she's pretty good. She throws a lot of different pitches. She hit her spots, and her changeup was wicked.
Wicked chance. So, yeah, that says a lot there. And I believe her name is Claire Maulding, and sophomore, junior, do you know Gigi?
She's a sophomore.
Sophomore?
And she was actually one of their big hitters, but our pitcher, Livia actually got her out twice, so that was big for us.
Well, yeah. Claire and Olivia did a nice job on the mound, too. Well, not a mound, but in the circle, I suppose. Claire, she did spin a perfect game until an Olivia Wesselman one out knock in the 7th, so at least you spoiled that.
Yeah, that was our goal there at the end, was just trying to get the hit in there, and it dropped over behind shortstop, so that was nice for Liv.
No hitter and perfecto until then. Did you have any other close calls? Anything almost through where the hit almost went through or over or whatever to the side, or an air pot, or was she just that a lot of strikeouts?
She did very good. That pitcher did. We did have Chloe Book, who hit a line drive to center field, which was one of Chloe's hardest hits she's hit this year. And I thought it was going to be a gapper, but the center fielder came up with it. But that was pretty well moral of the story last night.
She was apparently she was as good or better than anybody you've seen all year,
huh? Definitely.
Yeah. And,
definitely. She had some crazy – she hit the corner, she hit the outside, and, they were giving her the outside pitches too.
And she took advantage though, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, when you're on your home field like that and you're hitting outside pitches, everything's going good.
They scored. The offense clicked too. They scored in 4 of the 7 innings. But, well, hey, those are games like that in the postseason. Unfortunately, it's the one and done. But tell us about Liv too. She was our athlete of the week. I believe for how was that, Gigi? Was that that was last week, correct? Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. She pitched 2 good games.
2 very good games in the regional, and she had some last night. I read Matt Wilson's report and did a little talking here, a little checking. She must have got helped out by the defense a few times too, especially by that catcher, Chase Wise.
Oh, Chase played a heck of a game too. She came up with 2 big catches, a diving catch, and then she ran into the fence and caught one. Chase has just really come a long way this year, and Chase, it's really starting to click for her, and she's going to be a really big plus for us down the road.
2 more years with her, huh?
Yeah, sophomore, and she's been doing really good.
That's great, and she was our athlete of the week maybe 3-4 weeks ago, something along those lines.
Yeah, she was.
But Casey, I remember hearing about Casey when I was over at Centralia covering the Orphan Annies. I mean, this goes back. They've been a softball power. I don't know how consistent they've been through the years. I think pretty much so. But they've been a factor for a long time, haven't they?
Yeah, I read a little bit up on them. I know that Denny, I can't think of his name. He had 15, went to the state 15 times.
Oh, man.
I mean, all they talked about over there. I mean, it's like if you're born over there, you're going to be a softball player. That's it. That's what it is.
Play softball or move.
Yeah. And I tell you what, their hitters and that pitcher, they were a solid team.
Well, I know, of course, you're concerned with your Cougars, but Casey's won at least 25 or so, and maybe how far there's probably the sky's the limit, right? They could probably dust it up all the way to the state tournament.
Yeah, I think last year they might have lost in the Supers, I think.
Okay.
If I'm right. I think they lost in the Supers, but I mean, they definitely have a very good chance of getting to the state tournament.
Well, I never doubt a Corman, so Gigi, I'm saying you're right.
Oh, don't quote me, but
we're going with that. We're going with that.
Watching her, she was pretty tough.
Yeah. Well, I might have doubted your husband Big Arm there once, but that was late at night, so we won't go. But otherwise, no. I believe you pretty much have it nailed down here. But yeah, you advanced to the 2A sectional by downing Newton Saturday, and that was after a win over Mater Dei. Olivia had, she had a really good 2A game against Newton, and then pitched rather effectively, actually very effectively against Mater Dei. That was a good old-fashioned duel there, huh?
Yeah, us and Mater Dei play each other. We, both have pretty well equal teams, and, the kids know each other, and it's really competitive, but when you're done playing them, it's always fun. You see the kids talk to each other and everything, and, and that's the way it should be. Play hard, but when it's over, it's kind of nice seeing them all chit-chat together and stuff. Yeah. But it's always a competitive game, that's for sure.
You zeroed them with 2 runs, and you skipped by Newton 8-4. And I know in that game, mentioned a couple of other kids who, especially offensively, Gigi, because Liv had some support there, didn't she?
Yes. Actually, Wibbles came up big 2 times in a row. I think she had 5 RBIs in that game.
Right.
She hit 2 doubles. I mean, she smacked it. I mean, yeah. And then, we had our runners on. So, that's what you got to do. You got to get the runners on somehow and believe in your bigger bat. So that's what happened.
Sellers, is it Caitlin?
Caitlin, yeah. Caitlin's had a pretty good regional too. And she's been getting on base for us, and she always has good at bats and a very good high IQ softball player.
Oh, you love that. You really do.
Yeah. Yeah. You get softball players, but sometimes you need that IQ in there a little bit.
Right. Yeah. That was another area I was short in, Gigi, but, we're just not all blessed, but that's great to have players who know the game and study and want to play hard. They can go far and, do a great job for the team too. Who had of course, Olivia dominated. I mean, she was the workhorse on the mound, but who dominated, or who had really good seasons offensively for you?
Offensively, we started out pretty good, but we went in a little funk there. I mean, kind of dropped down. You know, I looked at the batting averages and we dropped down in the middle of the season. But at the end, you know, that's fine, right. I haven't really looked at my stats lately, but I think Sellers might be leading us. And then Wesselman, then Chase, and Wibbles, if I'm correct. But, and Frome, she started out pretty good for us and came back and started hitting for us again. But, pretty well. I mean, but we've had a lot of players step up at certain times and put the big bunts down and, you know, do the great. I mean, all the kids don't get all the credit, you know, and you put those runners in. Those runners come in and, you know, they're coming off a bench nervous. But, you know, I got Jenna Ritchie and Michaela Becker and, you know, Alex Sherman come in and, you know, scored some big runs for us. I mean, and that's big. And some of these kids don't get that much credit, but it takes a team, and that's how we got to the regionals.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to have a lot of contribution. And I know the team got off to a slow start, 0-3, but most importantly, you go the first two scheduled weeks? Maybe you might have gotten one inning in, and then things started to settle down a little bit weather-wise.
Yeah, you know, it was tough for us too. We lost 11 straight games, so you know, when you go canceled 11 games, and then you go straight into a tough conference,
right.
That's no fun.
Yeah. And the Cahokia was, it was stingy again. And did you? I guess 5-4. You didn't play 10. Is that right, Gigi? Or did you finish? Did you get all 10 in?
Yeah, we went 5-5.
So 5-5. And Columbia, they didn't lose, right? And I still don't know if they've lost. They're probably still playing. Well, this week they would have just started, huh?
Yeah, I was going to check up on them. I know they were undefeated, and I didn't see what Freeburg did either. I mean, they've had some pretty good pitchers in the past too. And this Schulte for Freeburg, you know, she's a horse too. She's hard to hit.
That's a good name too, Schulte. So that's been, and the all conference selections have been made, but they haven't been given out. Delivered because of these teams that are still going, right? Or did you have the meeting?
Yeah, we had a meeting, and we did have 3 that made the all-conference, and that was Olivia Wesselman, Caitlin Sellers, and Chase Wise. All 3 made it.
Sounds like good choices to me.
Yeah.
How about Carlisle? Do you know offhand? Brooklyn Smith had to be on there somewhere.
Brooklyn did make it. I didn't see who else made it off of Carlisle, but I seen Brooklyn did.
15-13. Was that the finale? Overall record?
15-13.
Okay. And now, though, of course, you lose a few kids through graduation.
Yes, we lose 5 seniors.
One of them's Olivia, who's going on to SWIC to pitch there.
Right, and Sellers. She's going to Purdue. She's going into pre-med.
Oh man!
So I think she's going to skip the softball.
Okay.
And Jenna Ritchie, Hannah Keith, and Lexi Klosterman. All 5 graduating.
So some good kids and good players, and that's the turnover that happens all the time in high school in particular. So the returnees, will some or all those play softball over the summer for somebody?
Well, the way I see it right now, looks like most of the team will be playing somewhere in the summer. I know most of my younger kids are, for sure. And I know that some of them are playing in some kind of some select softball somewhere.
Okay. All right.
So,
anybody play indoor during the winter?
You know, I don't know. I think I've heard some of my girls talk about where they played a little bit of indoor, but I haven't.
Or maybe that's not so popular anymore. That was for a
No,
time. Maybe not. Maybe that's been phased out. Who knows?
Yeah, especially with a lot of these kids being 2 and 3 sporters.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
it's kind of tough.
They're out, and a lot of these are, which everybody needs. The schools, smaller schools in particular. So, okay, Gigi.
Yeah, I like the 3 sporters.
Yeah, well, hey, they're Just look at the major, especially with the pitchers. You always seem to hear more about them, but I mean, most of them were, they were the star quarterback. They were the point guard in basketball. A lot of those, it was more than just the one sport. They're athletes,
right?
And that's where
Exactly. And athletes are fun to teach.
You got it. High IQ, right, Gigi? We like that.
That's right.
All right. Well, always a pleasure to have you on. Thanks to you for coming on board. Probably 3 times this season, and good luck with those little tykes in basketball.
Oh yeah, they wear me out. They got a lot of energy.
And
but it's fun.
Yeah. Well, you're a good teacher. You're a good coach. So, and we'll see you around the ballparks this summer through the CCL and all, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Warren Big Arm, I'll be giving him a call. We need to get him on the air and talk some Bart's baseball pretty soon too.
I'll warn him. You can't get him on a Wednesday, though. He's golf.
Yeah, that's true. Golf is what he says, right? It's the 19th hole. That's the kind of golf most of them play, and I don't blame them. It's a lot easier. All right. Thanks, Gigi.
Okay, thanks, Rip.
See ya. Gigi Corman of the Central Cougar softball team. Our thanks to her, and also to Ryan Cooper, the new guy on the block in the CCL as far as managers go. Gus was on, too. Saturday morning, it's Rick Johns, who's en route to Jerseyville from the Weston High School football program, and we hope to tee up Matt Hilmus and wrap up his outstanding career with the Quincy Hawks baseball team. It just depends on, he's got some things going on, job hunting, moving, whatever. We'll see if we can slide him in. If not, someone else, but we're gunning for Matt there along with Rick. We'll see you Saturday morning between 9 and 10 Talking Sports. Real Sports Talk on Max 96.7 Wcxo.
Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7 was powered by Hoffman Supermarket, the only choice for quality meats and friendly service. Talkin' Sports was brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Eming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Diane Chevrolet in Trenton. McKendree University in Lebanon. Ideal Home Solutions in Trenton. Farmers State Bank Insurance Department in Hoffman. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers, with locations in Breeze and Highland, and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Thank you for joining us for this WCXO sports presentation of Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7.